Hello, I'm back again. Yeah, whilst at it, might as well throw in another video. It's your lucky day today. Yeah, guys, I'm in good spirits and I just feel Ndobaya, the last video was mainly in Xhosa and I don't want to leave my others dresses out. So I felt like let me give you something as well. Hence this one is in is mainly in English, so we can get each other. But it's nothing serious, eh? It's only just story time. Story time. Yeah, I don't do enough of story times, eh? This one I want to share. Okay, for me, my story times, the basis for my story times is usually, to teach. You understand? There must be a lesson learned at the end of the day. So the lesson I want us to learn from this one is that we must realize that spirit lives everywhere and anywhere. And sometimes you may encounter spirit that is not necessarily related to you. Yes. In sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. I'll share maybe two times where I have encountered spirit, maybe in a good way. Okay, I'll be lying. The first one I'm going to share, I did not encounter myself. The second one, I encountered myself. The first one is a story that was written. It's a short story written. I don't remember what the book is called, but I think I was in standard seven. Standard seven is grade what? Grade nine. Ne? Our Zulu teacher. Our Zulu teacher was Mem Memzungu. Yes, Memzungu. Um, she was one of my best Zulu language teachers, and we had a period like when she would, I guess she would be feeling lazy, so she would just come in class and be like, take out your book, this and that book. You understand? So there was this book with short stories. So that day, the person reading was Muntu, Muntu Mchunu. Some of my high school friends are my subbies as well. So sometimes they do comment, Umuntu, um, who was our reader that day. And she wasn't necessarily like 80% of the class, I would think maybe 70 to 80% is Papa. You understand? She was one of, very quiet, nice, and, timid ladies. So we didn't expect any action from her. Like we thought it would be a boring story reading. You understand? No drama. Anyway, as she is reading, hey, we are following the story. Something man was so different about Muntu that day reading the story. So the story goes, this man works somewhere in Johannesburg, and those days telephones were scarce. So the use of telegrams was the most used form of telecommunication those days. So the guy receives a telegram, and a telegram message would have to be very short because how they would charge would depend on the number of words and how long the sentence is. So the telegram message would have to be short, you understand, and sometimes would have to miss um your these and off, and you understand. So the telegram came through saying phuthuma ekhaya, malunga nomama. You understand? Obviously, the message is not telling you What is wrong with her? Is she sick? Is she in hospital? Is she dead? So, oh, like the first thing on your mind is you want to find out what is wrong. And there's no other way to find out because you can't send another telegram back. When will like how long would it take you for you to get the response back? So guy decides, okay, I'm gonna have to drive home. And home for him is Northern KwaZulu Natal. So he's driving. Okay, he left Joburg very early wee hours of the morning. And as he approaches, kuthiwa the pass is called Emajikeni, akwaNdundulu. You know a mountain pass. You know when they cut through, like when they cut a mountain, and basically the road curves around the mountain. That's what a pass is. So this one is called Emajikeni, akwaNdundulu. So the area is Ndundulu. You understand? So it's caves and caves around a mountain. You understand? So guy getting through the tunnel. You understand? And in fact, before he got into the tunnel, there's a man, asking for a hike, a lift, basically. So he's like, you know what? Um, this bend can actually be very long. So let me just have someone in the car. So he takes the guy in. So they drive through the tunnel while they're talking normally. And then they pull through, the tunnel and then start the bend around the mountain now. So the guy keeps warning him, to be careful. He'll be like, no, 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 don't drive so fast. Um, you have to be very careful here, especially around this bend. Around this bend, sometimes, you'll find stones falling. And then guy would be like, okay, so you've driven here before. Guy would be like, yeah, I was once in a car accident on this road. What do you mean? And then he was like, you see that car. You see when you are driving sometimes and like you are right on top of the mountain. And when you look at the bottom, there's a car, like an old wrecked car. Like a rastile, like you can see it's like, yay, more than 50 years that guy has been there. So guy is like, you see that car down there? I was in that accident. So driver is like, ha, hayibo. And then wasinda kanjani kwingozi enjeya? I'll say it in Zulu because it was nicer in Zulu. How did you get off? Wasinda kanjani kwingozi enjeya? Uguy was like, hayibo. Ukhona umuntu owayengasinda now uyayibona leya nto. And then uguy is like, probably thinking, ma ungasindanga and then wena ubani? So, meaning, but by the time he looked over, there was no more guy. Guy was gone. And I had like he was done negotiating the pens. Guy was gone. So guy, I figure he's a good spirit. We understand. That comes forth with to save people. You understand? You don't have to be related to him. He's just a good spirit. So there are spirits like that. That is why we say people mabalandwe bethunana. When there's been an accident, landana abantu bakokwenu, fetch their spirits. Don't take things for granted and just leave them there. Otherwise, now there will be spirits that are just jumping into each and every car that passes by, working overtime when they should be rested. When we bury them, we say rest in peace. But when your ancestral spirit is like, jumping into every car because you guys never fetched him. Guys, you know, can be novelwano, man. So the second story around this. Now, this is my own personal experience. And it's true, eh? Based on a true story. True story. So when I used to have a husband, ne? ndisishumane ngoku, but I wasn't always a shumane. I was once married. So at some point, me and my husband would visit his home in Durban. So Emlas. So this one day we're coming back. I think it was a Sunday. Coming back, and man, when you visit home, it's not easy to leave early. Sometimes because kumnandi. So I remember that, like, this pass is what Van Reinen, ne? I'm sure there's a place called Van Reinen just after Moy River, I think. So that's where we're driving. And I were busy talking, and my husband were in a BMW, ne? BMW 5 Series. I think it was a 535 or 54. No, it was a 540 actually. It was a 540. Um, just the two of us in the car. We are busy chatting. Very, 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 very. There's a guy, like you can see, like at the corner of your eye, there's a bicycle approaching. You understand? And it's getting dark, but it's not dark yet. So the bicycle goes past and goes past us. And remember, we're in a 540 BMW. The speed is probably more than 160. But I know at least more than 120K. But knowing my ex-husband was probably driving at 160, 180. But I'm telling you, the bicycle guy was like going slowly, not like, you understand, like slowly nje. Like you can see he's not in a hurry. Slowly uyayinyova ibhayisikile yakhe. Wayinyova, wayinyova, wayinyova. But the funny part is he overtook us, like went way past and disappeared into the horizon. I'm telling you, I was like, I looked at my husband and he was like, I was like, okay. So when we got home, I like, as soon as we got home, I'm like, hey, we money landed a bicycle. He was like, hey, when I saw, I'm like, hi, that was very strange. You understand? And um, guy with bicycle overtook a BMW 540 series driving at a speed of hundreds and between 160 and 180. I don't know how, but it happened. So all I'm saying is we encounter spirits once in a while. I have. Ne? Yeah, that's it for now. That was it. I just wanted to share that bit, man. Just to lift your spirits as well. Just know, guys, mabalandu labantu. Let's fetch them. Let us know when a person died far away from home. We need not neglect them. We must fetch their spirits. Anyway, that's it for now. You know what to do. Subscribe, share, like. Don't skip the videos. Nongwengwez, Yantanda. Thank you very much.